A massive leak has once again exposed Russia's secret military deals. This time, the hacker group Black Mirror claims to have obtained internal documents from Rosneft, the Russian state-owned conglomerate that controls the United Aircraft Corporation. And what's inside could reshape North Africa's air power balance. Based on the leaked documents from the hacker group Black Mirror, which allegedly came from the Russian conglomerate Rosneft, another major confirmation has surfaced: the sale of the Su-35, the Su-34 fullback, and the Su-57 stealth fighter to Algeria. According to these alleged documents, Algeria has already received at least 4 to 6 Su-35S fighters from Russia and expects to receive its first 2 Su-57 fifth-generation stealth fighters by late 2025 or early 2026. Here's the breakdown from the leak. Algeria reportedly purchased 14 Su-35S, part of the 28 aircraft originally intended for Egypt, which cancelled its orders due to U.S. pressure and fear of sanctions. Algeria is said to have an option to acquire the remaining 14 once the integration and pilot training for the first batch is completed. In addition, Algeria has allegedly purchased 14 Su-34 fighter bombers and 12 Su-57E, the export version of Russia's most advanced stealth fighter. The documents also reference shipsets, kits, EW systems, and spare parts under the code 012 designated for Algeria. Now, Algeria ordering more fourth-generation fighters isn't shocking by itself. The country already fields one of the most powerful air forces in Africa, rivaled only by Egypt. Currently, Algeria operates around 112 fourth-generation multi-role fighters, including 63 to 70 Su-30 MKA, 30 to 36 MiG-29M, M2 and S variants, and 4 to 6 new Su-35S, which are currently their most advanced fighters. They also still operate 33 to 35 older Su-24 Fencer strike aircraft. But the true game changer for Algeria's Air Force would be the arrival of the 14 Su-57 fifth-generation stealth fighters. If the deliveries are confirmed, Algeria would become one of the few countries in the world, and the first in Africa and the Middle East outside Israel, to operate stealth aircraft of this class. Even much larger nations like India or Indonesia still don't have a fifth-generation fighter in service. This would mark a major leap in capability for Algeria's Air Force and a serious new challenge to its regional rivals. Nations aligned with the West like Turkey, Israel, and Morocco would have to take note, especially given Algeria's long-standing tensions with Morocco. Beyond state rivals, Algeria also faces threats from al-Qaeda-linked jihadist forces in Libya, some of which have received Turkish support. These new aircraft would dramatically improve Algeria's ability to project power and defend against both state and non-state threats. Algeria is a unique case in Africa, a quiet but heavily armed nation that rarely appears in global headlines. The country has consistently relied on non-Western suppliers like Russia and China for its modern military hardware, including air defense systems, ballistic missiles, tanks, and drones. Some analysts even argue that Algeria is one of the few countries in the region that Western powers cannot confront militarily without facing serious consequences, and history supports that view. Algeria hasn't seen a full-scale war in decades, the last being a brief border conflict with Morocco in 1963, which ended with Algeria taking control of disputed territories. The Algeria-Morocco border has remained closed since 1994, but tensions have never escalated into open warfare again. If these leaked documents prove to be real, Algeria may soon stand among the world's stealth powers, quietly shifting the balance of the skies across North Africa and beyond.